Hey there, Cheesemeisters, and welcome back to the Peach Pod. That would have been You Gotta Be by Des'ree. That was playing at the one of the Hanukkah parties. I don't remember which one, whether it was night 3 or night 5.
What a great statement.
I know. Multiple Hanukkah parties. Um, which I the Hanukkah parties are crucial to this episode in that I watched it and I was like, why is everything happening so fast? And I
Mm,
couldn't figure out the timing of it all, and then the Hanukkah parties really helped. So we're gonna when we talk about what happens, um, like, this episode's ridiculous. Um,
yes, it is.
and this episode, Cheesemeisters, is season 5, episode 14, Injustice for All. Original air date, December 14th, 1994. Did you throw up in your mouth or throw something?
Yes.
Okay.
Um, I'm I I don't know if I threw up or threw something, which one it was, but I know when I saw Allison, I
Uh-huh.
was livid.
Full body, everything burned.
And then I'm really sorry, I'm gonna say it, but whenever she brought up God in all of it again, I was just like, "No, no, 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 I'm out. I'm out. No,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know I've never been in a fire, but I need to understand how this particular fire worked, wherein Kelly's face is just fine,
Uh-huh.
only and her hair's fine, but there are parts of her skin. I mean, you all know you've seen this where she's burned, and then Allison is just like marshmallow,
The
completely
whole
burned.
body. Yes. Yeah.
I
Uh-huh.
don't I don't understand. On so many levels, I don't understand.
Mhm.
And then also, of course, Steve's face when he gets told he can't have parties anymore.
Uh-huh.
I definitely threw up in my mouth. I thought,
Yeah.
"You little bitch."
Yeah. Mhm. Um, so clearly, I don't know. There's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah.
Um, so let's start with okay. I think I have to do it this way. I have to do it this way because this episode, too much shit happens too fast.
Yes!
It's nuts. All right. So here, this is the episode begins um in the morning of day 1, right? Because Brandon is like David's like 12 hours ago, they were dancing, right? So you get like time cues, little helpful time cues. Brandon is still wearing what he was wearing.
So didn't introduce ourselves.
Oh, fuck, you're right. Okay. Um, I keep forgetting to introduce ourselves. You're
It's
right
okay.
about that. I am Jeff, and that's like saying Hurricane Andrew was a bad rainstorm. And joining me on the other end of the internet, my cuz-host.
I'm Leslie, and I had a first-degree burn once.
Uh-huh. It was from an iron. It hurt really bad.
Dude, those do hurt though.
I mean,
I know
it's not
exactly
my
where she got it.
yeah, I think I've told this story, but, I burned my hand on a space heater once when I was little.
Oh.
I didn't realize that it was I don't know, I was probably 6 or 7, so, like, I wasn't, mm, um, sorry, had to.
Almost
But
spat my water out.
the game of Connect 4 that I wanted was under a table, and the table was, like, here, and the space heater was next to it, so I put my hand on the space heater to balance and reach under to get the thing, and I didn't realize it was on, and then it was, like, just it was itchy, and it just got worse and more irritated, and I think it was, like, a second-degree burn, like, but I'm sitting there with ice on it, and it's really painful, and it's super irritating, um, so I had, roughly the same experience that Donna had with her iron. So, but not the experience that Allison had with her whole fucking body going Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. It smells like burnt dog. Um, so, all right. So this episode, everything happens too fast. Uh, starts in the morning, like, because David's like 12 hours ago, they were dancing and now they're burned up. And Brandon is wearing the outfit he was wearing when he was, I think, fucking, but they
Yes.
don't say Emily Valentine. Um, Question: how did Brandon find out this happened?
Oh my
because
God.
no one knows where he is. He doesn't have a cell phone, but in the middle of the night, somehow they reached him.
Maybe
Mr.
after.
Body killed the cook.
How? Anyway. Anyway, I wonder if after he was with Emily. Sorry, I'm still thinking the clue.
If anyone says maybe in front of me and pauses too long, they're gonna get a Mr. Body killed the cook. That's just what happens.
I'm not mad about it. I'm always happy to have clue brought up.
I'm kind of surprised it's the first time it's happened on the podcast because
I
I do
try not
in
to
real
take
life all the time.
I try not to take too many pauses. That's not true. Anyway, I think he could have called maybe he called the beach house after he was after he and Emily finished, just to be like,
Yeah,
"Hey, I just want to make sure you got home okay." What?
yeah,
There's been
maybe.
a Rocky 2? There's been a fire
Oh,
at the Old County Mill? Oh shit. Why weren't you there? Oh no. Click.
and scene.
Awesome.
I know we're the best. Yeah.
Anyway,
So I don't
that's
know any. Yeah, Brandon finds out and he's there, and it's the morning, right,
yeah.
of the next day. Okay, so that's day one. We know because of the Hanukkah party that happens at the end that is day 3 of Hanukkah because they're lighting the candles.
Good
Okay.
observation.
We also know because I Googled it that makes it November 29th, 1994, because Hanukkah started on the 27th. I just was curious.
I love that.
I know. So this day where Brandon gets to visit Kelly for the first time and she's recovered enough that she's like taking guests, right? Taking visitors.
Okay.
Um, she's also released that same day.
No.
Allison pulls through her burns enough to have visitors when she is an open sore.
Mm-hmm.
Like this woman should not be in contact with other human beings because her immune system is fucked.
Yeah.
But it's been 12 hours. Okay.
A lot can happen in 12 hours, Jeff.
A lot fucking does because Steve yells at Eduardo because Eduardo wants to get paid. Rush and Steve are already meeting with their lawyer while Steve is still wearing his crispy tuxedo shirt. Donna, Kelly comes home, all the way fucking home. The lawyer calls, wants to talk to Kelly. This lawyer has already tried talking to, apparently he was at the hospital that morning because Jackie shooed him away.
Mm-hmm.
And he calls and Kelly's like, I'll call him tomorrow. Then Brandon goes to night 3 of the Hanukkah party, calls Kelly. It's night at the Hanukkah party, but when he calls Kelly, I'm pretty sure it's daytime. It's very weird.
They do
There's
that a
the
bit.
light out the window. And she's like, I'm tired. And David and Claire here, it's fine. Jackie's a pain in my asshole. It's not fine, whatever. Go visit, go do what you want to do. And so of course Brandon goes back to see Emily.
Of course.
Night 1. Night 2, and at the Hanukkah party, that's where Brandon is like, "Hey, you got that gig, Jesse. Nice job. You're gonna talk to poor people." And Jesse's like, "Not just poor, but also brown." And I got to do that tomorrow, so we're gonna go to bed. So the next day, Jesse meets with his client. Donna goes to the tree lot and works the whole day, and Ray is a fucking asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Val offers to perjure herself for Steve.
Of course she does.
Brandon comes over to pick Kelly up for a plastic surgeon's appointment. The day after she's released from the hospital, a day and a half after the accident happened. I don't think they're getting this appointment that quickly, but whatever.
No.
But she's not going to go. Brandon fesses up that Emily is still in town. And she tells him to go kill some time with Emily, aka fuck right off. Kelly and Dylan have a phone call. Then Brandon and Dylan have an in-person conversation. And you can tell it's the same day because Brandon's wearing the same outfit. Like, and Kelly's still wearing her pink bathrobe. It's
Yep.
same day. Um, and then at the end of the day, Donna finds out about Luann's drinking and has the weirdest reaction to when Ray's dad left his mom.
That's amazing. The day your dad left, I was born.
That is fucking weird, Donna.
Girl, that is a weird turn to take. Uh, even if you were my savior,
Right.
I don't think you should be tooting your own horn there.
Uh yeah. It's I don't I look, as someone who makes everything about his birthday in the month of December, I get it. Like I totally get that. But I don't think I don't think I would say, uh, oh, the worst night of your life? That's the day I was born.
Right.
And I wouldn't be like real happy about it like Donna was. Like she was super fucking happy about it. It's real weird.
You know how I'd respond. I'd be like, huh, I guess it really was the worst night of my life then.
Yeah, that's a shame. Yep. Um, so that happens on day 2. Day 3, Steve and Jesse both go to court.
Dun dun.
How fast does that? Jesse met this guy yesterday. I mean, okay, arraignment maybe, like I don't know, but it's way too fucking fast. Emily says goodbye to Brandon and goes to talk to Kelly and then leaves town. Steve gets his sentence, finds out he can't host parties anymore, has a big fucking crybaby fit, kicks Griffin out of the dorm or out of the frat house
And threatens his life.
and threatens his life. Then he goes to night 5 and we see them light the candles. That's why we know it's night 5. It's only been 2 days now. Jesse yells at Steve about white privilege, and Steve's a real fucking baby about it. But then he goes and pays Eduardo extra, tips him. It's nice. And then the next morning, Dylan is released, comes home, gets the note from Erica. All of it happens in 2 days, except for Dylan getting that note. Look, I'm no fancy big city lawyer, but I don't think that's how the legal system works. I don't think it goes that fast.
No, it is
I'm
not.
I'm not an ER doctor or a burn specialist, but I'm 100% certain that doesn't happen this fast. Like if Kelly had checked in episode 1 of The Pit, uh she's not checking. Allison is not getting visitors by episode 8.
No,
No,
no.
not happening. She is still going to be zipped up in that tent from ET.
Oh, God.
Like they're keeping people out. This episode's insane.
I'm glad you said so because I really struggled with coming up with things it's about. I've kind
Mm-hmm.
of had that problem lately because the more they have going on, the harder it is to tie
Mm-hmm.
everything in. And like,
Sure.
I had to give myself a little bit of grace the other day because I almost watched it a third time earlier and I thought, no, like you are able to watch this from a more observant perspective than I am. All I can do is bring in my fresh eyes. Like,
Yeah. Well, and the reason that I said, hey, it'll be like 2 minutes
mhm,
is I was halfway watching it a third time. I was like skipping 10 seconds ahead each time just to make sure that I got everything that happened in the day and
yep,
that I could tell when the days changed. Because
that's
the
smart.
first 2 times I was like, it just felt like way too much. And I thought it took place over a longer period of time because I didn't notice. I assumed that the first Hanukkah party was on night 1.
Mm,
But when I jumped back, I was like, nope, they lit the 3rd candle. It's night 3. Um,
so many fires on set for
so
a
many
couple
fires
weeks.
and so much God.
Okay,
This
God in the
episode was
wrong
really
moments.
about
I'm
God and
sorry.
fires. Yeah,
Um,
God and fires.
First thing I wrote, pray, get burned anyway.
Mhm.
But he
Also,
was there. He brought you there with me.
yeah, he tricked you to come into the fire. Okay, so there there are a couple of things that this could mean, and I'm not sure which one it means. We already have established that inviting lesbians to your house causes fires.
Oh my god.
So we know that that's true. Okay. So Allison is still very religious, even though she is gay, which is obviously a very big sin, right? Such a sin that every house catches fire when you walk into it. It's fucking
Yeah.
crazy. Um, so God planned to burn Allison alive because she's gay. Like that's settled case law, I think.
Oh my god.
So, but God wanted to trick Kelly into getting burned. But are lesbians like flame retardant in some way?
Like
That
witches.
like you can hide behind one and not get burned, but the lesbian gets burned real bad? Like, is that how it works? Is that like the God part of it?
I I really need to I need a breakdown of their positioning when the firemen opened the door, sent the flames in, which I'm
Right.
like, I'm pretty sure again, I have no idea. I really want to talk to a fireman about this episode, fire person.
Yeah.
Cuz I just need to understand. Like I even looked at Walter and I went, "I'm sorry, if they were coming in a burning building to rescue people, won't they what like they have to have something to throw over the people to get them out, I'm guessing.
One would think. Like,
Otherwise, then yeah, they are going to end up like Allison. They'd
mhm.
be like, "Well, you're alive."
I don't the problem is that one of them ended up burned that bad, and the other one is gonna be on the show next week on the cover of 17 magazine. Like, her burns are dumb.
They're really
Es
fucking dumb.
especially compared to Allison, who is she's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yeah.
Like, she is burnt head to toe. She's wrapped like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. She's all white, covered, gauzy. Um, but
A
she's like
burnt
telling
angel.
jokes. Yeah. She's like, I've always wanted to play piano.
I mean,
I got no
listen,
notes there.
pain meds, I mean, granted, I don't I have no idea. I'm just guessing they've got her on a lot of pain meds and maybe that's contributing to the jovial demeanor, but I don't know. You'd have to have me on everything to not be screaming.
I mean, yes.
You would be in
Um,
so much pain. Kelly mentions she's in pain. So
uh-huh.
how much pain must Allison be in? And like
Yeah.
you mentioned earlier, when you've got burns and they're healing, even light ones, they're really itchy.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah. I mean, I know me. I'm probably making jokes. Like, I just probably am. Like, that's the way I cope with stuff. You know?
same, but I also cry.
Sure, I'll do
Like
that too.
I'm doing both.
Yeah, but I'm gonna make dumb jokes. I'm just gonna. Um, there's no way around it. So, like, I'm not mad at her for making dumb jokes,
No.
but I don't understand how she pulled through and is now having visitors, and it's been, like, 18 hours.
I also don't like hearing either from the survivor or anyone else. I don't like hearing, well, you know why we got through because of God.
Right.
Or you know why this happened because of God. I
Yeah,
hate that.
I don't like it either.
I
It's
won't hear it. I'll be like, "Thank you, bye."
but what I do like
Nurse.
is the hard cut from God set you on fire and then saved you to lighting the menorah.
Oh god.
It was a cut. It was boom, boom, like God and fire, God and fire. Like I don't know what you do that on purpose. Like
Because 'Cause they've got a
that's,
sick sense of humor.
but that's, I don't get why you do that, but I know that they made a choice.
Here here's one thing, and again, I'm no religious expert. But I wonder if, like, you show how God can be mighty and vengeful, but then God can also be mighty and good.
You're right.
Like
Or Allison's doing the wrong God.
Yeah.
Like, maybe Catholicism is bad news, and you go be Jewish, it's safer. Like,
Yeah.
at least the fires are contained to these candles,
Yes.
you know? They burn longer than one would expect, but not longer than one wants. That's how as I understand Hanukkah. Um,
They didn't know they'd keep burning. They thought they
they
only had
didn't.
enough oil for one night.
That's right. Longer than one would expect. But here's here's my question, like, just logistically about Hanukkah. If they thought that they had enough oil to burn for one night and it burned for 8, the first night's not a miracle. The first night is as expected.
Mm.
So the miracle of Hanukkah is only 7 nights long. So I think that there's
Aw.
like a math problem going on with the celebration, is what I'm saying.
Or they're like
Because
me and they like even numbers.
maybe, yeah, I mean, I'm not a numerologist. I'm sure that 8 is like there's probably meanings behind the number 8. I don't know how that works.
I
Um,
haven't gotten into it yet, but, I'm sure there are things there I'd like to explore.
yeah, I just know that that first night was just a normal night, you guys. Like, you lit the candle and it burned. It was the second night where you're like, "Holy shit, is this thing still going? I'll be damned.
Yeah.
Look at this. God
This is
must have set us on
wild.
fire." Yeah, God would not set us on fire. He would set the lesbians on fire. That's how this works.
He's more into flooding, to my
Yeah,
understanding.
big flood guy. Biggest flood guy in the biz.
When he's mad, he'd rather drown you.
Yeah, like a rat. Um, yeah, and then Kelly later on is questioning, like, why does God give us life in the first place just to fill it with pain and suffering? Like, they're doing drive-bys on big issues. Like, there's
Yes.
a lot in this episode. It's like,
Yeah. And like that was something I was thinking about a lot in this episode. And I didn't write this one down, but I just thought like, my God, this episode is a key point of evidence in why you need time after something horrible happens
mhm,
because you need time to process it.
mhm,
And like I understand Kelly's reasoning of like, I just want this behind us. But then I understand Jackie going, we don't know how this is going to affect you.
mhm,
We don't know how, like, you don't know how long healing is going to be. You
mhm,
don't know what the mental repercussions are going to be.
mhm,
And it's a fire. You also don't know. You might develop something else that, listen, if you went to the same hospital that Redhead was in,
mhm.
you're going to have other problems because
Yeah.
they didn't do a thorough examination of you.
Okay. Um, I don't remember if this was ER or Grey's Anatomy. Okay.
Okay.
So maybe when I describe it, you'll remember. But there was an episode where someone came in with third-degree burns,
Mm-hmm.
and they seemed to be doing okay. But then the doctors are like, "These burns are so bad. Let me tell you how third-degree burns work." Um, all of her internal organs are, like, cooking or something right now.
Oh,
And and the burned skin is it the burned tissue is gonna continue to expand until it basically suffocates them from the inside. Like,
oh,
right, something like that. I'm probably getting some of the details wrong, but the gist of it was, she seems okay now, but she's gonna be dead in 10 hours, and we
yeah.
can't stop it.
Fuck.
There's nothing we can do to stop this. This is just gonna be how this happens.
Oh.
And Allison is like 8 hours later, third-degree burns, Marshmallow Man. "Come on in, I'm gonna play piano."
Probably did.
Probably dead. So, like, I don't know which one of those TV shows that had a prom in the hospital is the right one in the way it's treating burns, but I think it might be the one that Henry worked on later.
That that sounds like a Grey's episode, but I've never seen ER, and I quit Grey's Anatomy after the hospital shooting. I was like, "Oh, you wanna fuck with my mental health, I'm done."
Hmm, yeah,
If you
yeah.
need a glass of wine after seeing the intro of an episode of Grey's Anatomy, that show might be, done
Might be
for
too
you.
much for you.
Might be too
Yeah,
much, and
yeah.
that's okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna recommend then that you don't go back and watch The Last of Us because that seems to have done something to you. Or This Is Us. This Is Us. That's the one.
Oh, no, and believe me, I think about it because the writing is good. They do
Mm,
some cool things. But then I'm like, I cry a lot already.
right.
And like, I already know Mandy Moore and Sterling K. Brown and many others are amazing. I'll go
Mhm.
watch other stuff.
There you go. Yeah, go watch him in the OJ thing.
I have. Oh my
So
God.
good in that.
See, now if I watch that again, then my blood's gonna boil. And that's another emotion that I don't need.
I get it.
Cold.
Um, you remember when they took the SATs and Brenda went on the TV show? And the word that they were studying was assuage
Ah, yes.
to lessen the intensity of. Um, that's one of the things this episode was about. Assuaging your guilt. Um, or care about others, but to a point. Or taking responsibility, but not too much. Because you have got Steve at the beginning of this episode properly freaked the fuck out, and mostly about Kelly.
Yeah.
You know, like Steve is acting non-Steve because he cares about other people. Um, like he doesn't want to deal with any of the legal stuff. Like he's kind of offended that Russia's even talking about it. Like he's put off by the whole thing until he realizes that he can't host parties anymore. And then he's like, well, that's a bridge too far, consequence wise. And like kicks, and then he learns that Griffin stole a key. And Steve is like, no one should steal keys. I won't have it again for a third time. So like he wants he just don't it's too much. And then Brandon spends the entire episode trying to make himself feel okay about the fact that he wants to bone Emily again.
Yep.
Like he's trying to do just enough to take care of Kelly. Like he's going to call from the Hanukkah party at the payphone. Um, Latka perched on top. Um, Trying to find out if she's okay. I'll come over. It's okay. Don't come. Really? Okay. Bye.
Yeah.
I got other bye. Emily. But then he's talking to Emily and he's like, oh, is there any way we could just do it anyway?
Yeah.
And she's like, I mean, sure.
I really wish you could stay. Well, then you know what you have to do, right? What? Ask me to stay. Can I do that? Oh my
Yeah.
God. And then the zoom in on him saying like, I still love you was
Uh-huh.
not
Yeah.
not the best read, but you know,
Yeah.
you're working, I'm not.
There you go. Um, but yeah, like Brandon just and he's trying to do just enough to make it seem like he's a good person. But he's really being a shithead.
Yeah, and I was I was really confused by Emily coming over and talking to Kelly later saying, you know, he's not leaving because he does love you. And I'm like, okay, yes, but you can't deny the fact that he, regardless of the fire, I think the fire is additional guilt.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Brandon is so caught up in being a good guy
Mm-hmm.
that he won't. Yeah, exactly. I didn't need to do it. You heard it.
No, we heard it.
Um,
But for the visual cheese meisters, I wanted to give them the air quotes.
no, I appreciate it. Little
Little
bunny
bunny foo.
foo foo. Thank you.
Yep.
The rails, the derails were going on. It's great.
I know.
But no, I really think Brandon is so, and I wish they would have spoken about that more than just because I will say you can see it on Jason's face. I feel like you can see that he is having a lot of internal conflict over like
Mm-hmm.
I want to be with her, but I also love Kelly, and I this is not how I would ever want to hurt someone.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, doing the whole like if it had been 6 months ago or 6 months from now, who knows what could happen? And it's like, but as Emily said, timing is everything, and
Mm-hmm.
also you've clearly made the time to see Emily.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Multiple times
and like
in 3 days.
at this point, even if even if the show is making it sound like you all didn't physically cheat, you've emotionally cheated at this point.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know. It just I don't understand Emily's visit.
I don't either.
Like, from a story standpoint, I don't get it. I don't get what is achieved by other than if I was at this if I was at the lesbian house fire, I would have this wouldn't have happened. Um,
You don't know that, Brandon.
you don't. And also, like, Brandon is never been good at stopping things from going wrong.
Yeah.
Like, he's good at making you feel grateful to him after the thing that he messed up gets fixed. Um, like Jordan Bonner said. But Brandon would not have been able to prevent this fire. He wouldn't have been able to keep Kelly out of the bathroom because the bathroom problem was that there was a line.
Yeah.
And that Brandon can't solve that. He's president of the university student body, but he's not president of bathroom lines.
No.
And so nothing he can do.
I feel like whether or not they intended it, whether or not Emily, the character, intends this, her visiting Kelly is manipulative.
Sure.
A little bit.
Mhm.
Again, whether or not intentionally, it feels that way.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I don't know. It like it's just unnecessary. We don't need these women to like each other, and we also
mhm,
don't need them to dislike each other even more. Emily has made her comment about Kelly. Kelly has kind of been a trooper this whole time. Like she would have been well within her rights to be like, that girl scared me. And
right.
also doesn't know anything about her. Like, it's funny how nice they want these two women to be to each other. In a rare blonde and
Yeah.
brunette get along.
Well, I mean, she's not a real brunette. She's kind of redhead.
Well, I was thinking that.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, she's kind of a redhead, and also before she had blonde spiky hair, and then after that she had different hair. Um, um, there's a little bit of history repeating itself in this episode.
Mm,
Um, if you're looking for things that tie things together. Um, Emily and fire,
yeah.
right? Emily comes to town, shit gets ready to burn. Um, Steve and the stolen key,
Yep.
and then the breakup misunderstanding. The the no, he doesn't wanna stay with you because of the burn.
Oh.
He told me before that he loved you.
Before we hooked up.
Right. Yeah, before we fucked. Um, so he loves you because, like, he felt bad about it while he was just raw dogging me.
Oh my God.
Um, I should write this show. Um,
Yeah.
but that conversation is exactly the same as David telling Mel that or telling Jackie that Mel wanted to propose before he knew she was pregnant.
Oh, yeah.
Because Jackie was like, he only wants to marry me because I'm pregnant. And Kelly's like, he only wants to be with me because I'm a burn victim. Um, which is hot, like literally.
Oh God.
Um, and but then someone else had to say, no, no, no. They felt this way before this life-changing medical situation happened to you. So they're playing the old hits again.
Yeah.
You know, that's pretty great. Um, yeah,
I I like how they love pointing out to us in this show, the least privileged people are the most grateful.
not
Uh,
Ray.
well, other than Ray, look, he's not on my list. He's not on my list. But you have Allison, you have Eduardo, and then you have the Jewish community.
Yeah,
Like some of the most grateful people out there and
yeah, they're
have
having a nice
have
time.
suffered.
They're like, you know how grateful they are? They're like, thank you for coming to our party, Gentile, because we can take pictures with you.
I know.
Uh, I love that Brandon has to stay around for the photo op.
Yep.
You're the student body president and also not a Jew. So it's really good for you to be here.
I can't help but keep noting they are making Andrea blonder, and
Oh,
I don't feel great about it. I
interesting.
listen, I never like losing one of my own.
Sure.
When
I
my
get it.
mom got blonde highlights, I was pissed. My
Yeah.
sister and I were both pissed.
Are,
Um,
I bet you are to brunette as bald guys are to like getting minoxidil or something.
The
Like,
fuck? Is
yeah,
that a
like
medicine to stop?
no, to grow back hair. Yeah.
Oh.
Like people who are like, there are lots of guys who are bald who are like, you're in the bald brotherhood. And if you grow your hair back, fuck off.
Yeah.
And that's
Now,
you with blonde highlights.
but here's the thing, of course, because like, obviously, I've got silvers coming in.
Good for you.
I'm letting that shit happen.
Yeah, natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one time I did get some color added, they were like, "Well, we need to put some color on those too, just because then they look harsher." And I'm like, "Oh, but I earned these,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I'm
Have the
gonna earn
natural.
more."
Mm-hmm. That's how that works. All right. We have not talked nearly enough about Donna and Ray and the tree lot that used to
I
be a
don't
home.
want to.
I think we have to though.
This is some foreshadowing.
Um, Ray's a super dick. Like from moment one, super dick. Donna is annoying as fuck.
Yes.
Like she's
Not
just
listening,
no.
just trying to she's doing the thing that I feel probably happens when you are brought up to be smiley, cheery all the time, in that, like, you just smile it away. Like, "Oh,
Mhm.
come on, it's not that bad." Yes, it
Right.
is fucking that bad.
Yeah.
But I was
Well, what
born the day your dad walked out.
she has, yeah, her there are some choices that Tori makes in line delivery on that tree lot that I find perplexing. Um, some of it is the dialogue she's given, because
Yes.
I don't think she wrote the dialogue. The dialogue is stilted and clunky and weird. But, where the like, she's having the argument with Ray where he's, like, super angry at having to, like, do his job. Like, your job in a tree lot is to help people pick out a tree and
Mhm.
and you want them, and I this is lots of experience. I worked for years volunteering in the tree lot at Liam's school. Um, this is supposed to be a fun part of the holiday tradition for the people buying the tree.
Yes.
So you want to make it pleasant. You
Mhm.
don't want to like and Southern California slightly different, but like sometimes when you're selling trees, the weather is shit
Yeah.
and you are cold and you're kind of miserable and the people who are stopping to buy the tree are doing it because like this is the only night they've got. Like I've got to get it done tonight even though it's 12 degrees out and snowing sideways. This is the only time I can get this fucking tree. I got to do it.
Oh my god.
And like so there are conditions at play that can make this unpleasant. So you're supposed to make it fun.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to yell at people when they ask you to show them another tree. Like you're you're not supposed to get I mean like don't haggle for prices either. Just fucking pay for the tree, lady.
I
But
love that actress though, because she was clearly told, like, "No, don't you say a damn word. We're not paying you that. You act the shit out of it." She was
she did.
great.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
"Thank you, honey. I
And
see you."
then he goes over and he's yelling at Donna because he's in a bad mood. And she's like, "Oh, that might be my fault. I told her we had the best prices in town." And
"Oh,
and
why?"
Ray is like, Please don't do that.
Yeah.
Like, you are causing problems." Um, but he's like, "Maybe you should have talked to me first." And he storms off. And then she says, "Well, maybe I should have."
I know.
What? What? That is a weird thing to say in a weird way to say it. And then she goes and talks to the uncle
Virgil.
and she's like, that's like saying Hurricane Andrew was a bad rainstorm, which shoot me in the fucking face with that line. Jesus Christ, trying to be topical. And like, cause Hurricane Andrew just happened like
I
recent.
I didn't even look it up. I was like, "You know what? I trust that this really just happened," but, like,
It's a bad one. Hurricane Andrew hit Florida. Laura, I just heard Laura go, mm-hmm. It decimated Florida. Like Hurricane Andrew was bad. Um,
this speaks to, again, my age, because I'm like, racking
You
my
don't
brain
remember.
because there are obviously, like, names that you remember, and
Uh-huh.
unfortunately, they make the women ones more memorable.
Oh, well, I don't know. Um, sorry that you guys look, women cause hurricanes, lesbians cause house fires. This is how this works. It's just science.
You know you know what I learned?
Hmm.
Why the women named hurricanes sometimes turn out the most casualties?
Mhm.
Because people don't take women seriously. So they're like, "It's not gonna be bad."
That is just as reasonable as my position that God is punishing the lesbians by burning the house down.
I know.
I
I don't know if it's true, but honestly, it feels true.
Yeah, it feels true. Um, and then Donna's reaction to Ray's dad walking out. That's amazing.
If he
It's my
had
birthday.
if he had broken up with her right there, I would have been okay with it.
Reasonable.
I would
Yeah.
have been like, "I don't think you understand my way of life. One, you don't need to be down here working and helping me because you've clearly never worked a day in your life. So I don't know why you're slumming it
Right.
and thinking that you're gonna have any better understanding of my life, but
Mm.
kindly fuck off."
Yeah. Mhm. But he didn't say kindly. He just got mad.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, everything Donna does at that tree lot, I find hysterically funny. Like it is so weird. Like all of it is weird. Um, like, but Ray's a dick. Like,
Also, seeing people wearing the most midriff-bearing shirt selling Christmas trees is
mhm.
so I know they're in California, but I was like, "Oh,
And we're 14 episodes into season 5. I wasn't underselling the midriffs, was I?
no, you were not."
Fucking everywhere.
I I'm gonna have to put a limit on it, like, I'm only counting people we care about,
Sure.
because there are
Yeah.
some background people that'll have midriff showing, and I'm like, "No,
Mhm.
no, I'm sorry, you are not part of this."
Yeah, Dana was wearing a midriff. Donna wore 2 different midriffs. She wore the heart one in the house, and then she wore or no, a different one in the house and the heart one at the, um, at the tree lot. Claire, midriff. Val at Dylan's house at the end, midriff.
Yeah.
It is constant.
Which Val being back at Dylan's, I'm like, "Oh, so you got Steve, so now you're like you're
That was
doing."
weird.
It's weird. It's all very
Yeah.
weird.
Um, Val's trauma response?
Yeah, why not? Like, I don't
Yeah.
yeah.
Um, Val offers to commit perjury, and she does it in her big girl voice.
Yep.
Like, I am so fascinated because I never noticed it before, but this watch, I'm so fascinated with when Valerie uses her good girl voice and her bad girl voice.
Yeah.
Um, because it's just it's telling. But yeah, with her bad girl voice, she's like, "Steve, let me be clear. I will lie under oath for literally any reason.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even like you that much. I'm gonna go over to Dylan's tomorrow. Um, you
She's
know,
like at the beginning of have you seen Chicago?
yes, but like only once.
Okay, I figured that. But like Amos, John C. Riley's character in the
Mm,
very beginning is telling the cops, they're like, "Okay, you're gonna sign this note saying you gave your testimony without us pressuring you." And he's like, "Oh yeah, willing and gladly." And they're like, "Well, isn't he the cheerful murderer?" And of course he's lying. He didn't
of
really do it.
course. Right.
It's Chicago.
Yeah.
The women did
He had it coming,
it.
from what I hear. Um, and then Val's trauma response causes her to throw a sad ass welcome home party.
There's cake.
There is cake. Did you notice that the cake was used as a cut point? Like it was clearly a different scene later. Like they all come in and you have to go back and watch it because it's just funny to me. Like Val is like, the cake is all Cindy's. And then they cut to a close up, almost a close up. I couldn't even read what the cake was.
No, I couldn't either.
And they show the cake and then they pull back from the cake to show Dylan and Val standing on either sides of the cake. And then they have like their next conversation. It was such a zoom in on the cake, cut, starting on the cake, pull out. Like,
Mm,
you could see the seams. It was funny to me.
like what
Um,
you do when you try to make a one or a bunch of shots look like a one shot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. It's like, have you seen Rope?
No.
Hitchcock's Rope? The whole movie is supposed to be master shot, but it's
Mm.
not. Like, there's all these cheats, like, the camera will go behind someone wearing a black, suit jacket, and it'll just hold there for a second and then move on, and you're like, "Oh, that's where they
Nice.
changed reels." It's stuff like that. And so they did it here, but with a glad you're out of rehab cake. Um, Dylan seems to be doing okay. Um, and
Yeah.
but then he checks his mail and he gets a much longer letter from Erica than the one Erica wrote.
Yep. Isn't that convenient?
Yeah, it's super helpful. That's what happens when you don't know what it is you're gonna do with this story, but you want to, like, build an out into it and you can't go back and retrofit it.
That's also what happens when you don't think about, uh, reruns being showed one day.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Or
Yep.
streaming.
Mhm. Yeah, or podcast rewatches
Yeah.
with lunatics. Um, yeah, like, also, um, Jim had the week off. Like, Cindy comes to the party, but Jim doesn't?
Well, he and Dylan are probably still not on good terms because I don't
I
know.
guess. I mean, the last time Dylan saw either of them was in their living room at his intervention.
Yeah, but Cindy's nice.
Yeah,
Cindy's a mom.
Cindy is a mom,
Cindy's never been in charge of his money.
or never had his money fucked with by the children, all of the children. Um, yeah, so but Jim doesn't show up. But no one says why Jim's not there. They do, however, say why Willie and Nadine didn't come.
Oh, someone's got to run the peach pit
Right, but why would Dylan assume that Willie and Nadine were gonna show up at his house?
because he briefly co-owned the peach pit. So,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, he doesn't even own it anymore, that's right, he sold his share of the situation, um, to Steve Rush. Steve, who can no longer host parties, what's going to happen now?
okay. This this was the episode that I went, "Oh, Ian is acting.
Mhm,
Like, I believe you, buddy."
yeah,
But what what an interesting arc. We briefly have a moment, at least for me, of watching Steve like, "Yes, you see the error of your ways and you have a heart and you feel bad for Kelly only, but
mhm,
still, you feel bad for someone."
mhm,
And then by the end of the court scene, I was like, "Oh, fuck you. You're never gonna learn anything. You're an asshole and you are
mhm,
so far gone."
uh-huh,
I love when Rush was like, "Next time you get into trouble, call your mother."
yeah. Can you imagine how poorly it would have gone for Steve if he had called Samantha Sanders? Like, she is so ill-equipped to handle that kind of crisis, because you cannot go in and yell at Mrs. Teasley and get this stuff taken care of.
I was just gonna say she has no other woman to go in and yell at because the judge is a man.
I know, it would not have worked.
Yeah.
I bet you know what? I bet that judge likes the Hartley House.
Oh, probably.
He's probably had lots of fantasies about Samantha Sanders. Every other man that Steve meets has.
Okay.
Mhm. You know, um, I don't know. Judith Light was hot, you know? I liked
Who's that?
the mom on Who's the Boss, you
Oh.
know? Like, I'm not saying that I wasn't like, "Damn, Mrs. Huxtable." Because I was,
No, moms are
but
definitely hot. I'm just saying I don't see it for Samantha, but she's not my type, and
it's
that's
it's the
okay.
haircut, I think, for you that is, like, you don't like that mushroom on her head?
It's that, and also, you know what else I hate? She forced my woman, Mrs. Teasley, to let this ingrate back into her halls.
I know, I know. But it's nice that Steve has 2 loving parents who will buy him out of any problem.
It's something.
Yeah. Um, I guess that's the other thing that's happening here is, like, we're seeing the fruits of parenting.
Mm.
Like, Steve is a total entitled fucknut because of the way his parents just get him out of trouble all the time. Um, like, I didn't think this one through, so I don't have all of that. Just occurred to me. So like my
That's
examples
great.
are not going to be super well formed. But then you've got Jackie and her dealing with Kelly. And like Kelly's crisis coming out of this burning
Mhm.
is, I don't think it's what everyone seems to think it is. Like
Mm.
Brandon is like, she looks fine. Like she's gonna heal. Everything's gonna
Yeah.
she's gonna look fine. And Jackie's like, it's gonna be just like it was before. Everything's gonna be, you're gonna look beautiful still. I don't think that Kelly is thinking about her looks. I don't think that's what she's triggered by. I think she's triggered by this, like, I almost died. And the only reason I didn't is because the lesbian died worse.
Mm.
Like she's Kelly is trying to handle some big shit. And everyone around her thinks that it's superficial.
I think Kelly's experiencing both, honestly.
I mean, a
I
little bit, but yeah, I mean, I think you're right.
because this was so you're more often than me, you're mad at Jackie, and I
Mm,
don't blame you. I should be mad at Jackie more, but it wasn't until this episode I I don't think I've seen Jackie be this bad since the first time we met her. Like, the
right.
things she was harping on, immediately wanting Kelly to look into plastic surgery, thinking about the modeling, like, I think that is definitely there for Kelly, but she doesn't wanna prioritize that because
Hmm.
I think she knows that, like, "Damn, I had body dysmorphia before. Now there's a whole other layer to it, and now that's really gonna be a challenge, but there are bigger fish to fry because the the woman who saved my life and who prayed got
Hmm.
punished,
Hmm.
got burned way worse than me." Like,
Hmm.
again, there's so much that people are dealing with and they're not talking about.
And it's only been 3 days.
Yes! Well, and that's the thing. Like, you would not have this figured out in 3 days.
No,
Like, even if you had maybe if you had a therapist on standby, but
no,
this is a
not
lot.
even that.
You're not y yeah. You're
Yeah.
not gonna have this processed. You have no idea. That's why the thing I wrote, I'm like, "Just give it time. You'll recover. You'll learn something, have
Hmm.
a reunion with a lost love, finally get answers."
Hmm.
Um, Also, you make it worse.
Yeah.
You're like, that's people wanna head off trauma so much, and, like, you can't.
No,
There's gonna
you
be a
gotta,
little left behind. You just
the only
have to.
way, the only way out is through.
Yeah.
Like that's how that goes. Um, but you also get Cindy in full Cindy mom mode, which is, I built her a cake.
Yeah.
Like she's fucking Pedro, you know, it works too. Um, and then you see the impact of Luann's parenting on Ray,
Mm.
and the fact that like his dad ran out and like shoved her down the stairs, caused a miscarriage, and then left. On that's the day I was born. That's amazing.
Jesus
Mm.
Christ.
So fucking weird. And like she falls off the wagon this time every year. And because of all of that shit, Ray can be a dick. And we see all of the parenting
Yeah.
again, and the way that the kids are acting because of the way they were parented. And obviously Val's trauma response. Every week we're dealing with the fallout from her parenting, from her
Yeah.
being parented. Um, is there anything else that we haven't addressed? Oh, well, we didn't talk. I don't know if we talked enough about Jesse suddenly being Hispanic.
We didn't
He
talk about that.
gone.
Okay.
He out of here. He gone.
The way the way some of the I wish I'd written down the lines, but you could clearly tell, like, they wanted they wanted to suddenly emphasize the fact that Jesse is not white.
Yes.
And also, I don't think his name is Mark, right? I should
Yeah.
know. I'm looking at the name
Yep.
every single week.
Mark Damon Espinosa.
Yeah. But it it didn't sound comfortable or natural for him to say.
Not especially because all we've ever heard out of him is code switch Jesse,
Yeah.
you know? Um, I'm sure this is just as authentic to Jesse as a person as
Yeah.
all the other stuff, but we never see it. And I mean, I guess it makes sense to do that in this context because you were pointing out very blatantly the white privilege that Steve has
Yes.
and the layers of white privilege because Steve still got kind of jobbed. I mean, it's a stupid thing to get that mad about, but like he got fucked by richer people than him,
Yeah. No,
which is a
he
new
definitely
experience.
did. But it's not the reason why the system is broken.
No, and it's not even a good I mean, I guess it is a good example of why the system is broken because like the richer you are, the more you get out of it.
Yeah.
Um, and that works real well for Griffin. It works slightly less well for Steve. Works out fine for Rush. He's tired of hearing about this shit.
But yeah, yeah, and I don't know if like cuz I feel so Jesse has a beer in his hand
Mhm.
and he's not reading as drunk, but I
No,
wonder if showing him having a drink is supposed to imply like this is why he feels more comfortable schooling Steve.
maybe he's a little relaxed. Yeah.
Yeah, which like yeah, you should be able to relax in your own home and
Mhm.
also like if someone is talking bullshit
Yeah.
about something you know way more about,
Mhm.
I mean, I hope you would feel comfortable when, you haven't had a drink, but hey, I also get it.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So I don't know. I just feel like that's that's there for a reason. Like,
I think so too. And I used to bump on it real hard,
mm,
but now I'm like it does sound weird because of our experience with Jesse to date. Does not indicate that he ever talks like that.
yeah,
But in this circumstance, I need Steve to get yelled at.
yes.
Like Steve needs to get yelled at because even when you explain to him the reality of this guy who lost his kids, like because of like just circumstances, like and a system that's designed to fuck you, um, it seems like it's only 3 months, which is like,
Oh my
w-
God.
what an asshole you are. He's like, mine's 2 years. I can't have
You
a.
you could explain to them. They're children.
They're fucking kids,
They're
Steve.
kids, Steve. You
Yeah,
have any idea how long 3 months is to children?
it's forever.
Also, like, granted, no, I'm not even gonna make this comparison, but I'm just gonna say, like, I'm imagining as a parent, 3 months would also feel insanely
Yes.
long.
Yes. It would be an eternity.
Yeah, you
Mhm.
would be thinking about them every single second of every single day.
Mhm.
And I think he says that the guy collected his children and went back,
Yeah. Yeah. Left the country.
left the country, which
Yeah. Yep.
is happening.
He self-deported.
Yeah,
Yeah. Again, 90210 predicts the future. It's fucked up.
yeah. I'm glad Jesse got to say those things.
Mhm.
I'm sad he had to say those things.
Right.
I'm sad he's right,
Mhm. Yeah.
but
I'm
I'm
glad
happy
Steve
for any
finally
time Steve gets
got
yelled
yelled
at.
at. Yeah. 100%. It's, well earned.
Because then he
Even
pays
though
Eduardo more than he
yeah.
initially said, which probably means he paid Eduardo the correct amount finally.
Yeah. Um, assuage to lessen the intensity of. Yeah. Steve just buying off Eduardo, paying off his white man's guilt, um, by actually paying a contractor.
But
Good
also
job.
don't make your intersectional friends have to educate you and make you a better person.
Yeah. Somebody's got to yell at Steve. I mean, Jesus. So, you know, cheers to Jesse for yelling at Steve. Jeers to Jesse for suddenly being Hispanic. It's really weird. It's just- but, it it makes more sense. You know,
I
I do think Steve needed to get yelled at by someone who wasn't white.
No, he really did. He
Yeah,
Steve always needs to get yelled at. I
he
listen,
does.
I would love it if they introduce. I've been rewatching How I Met Your Mother. I
Mm,
really need them to introduce a slap bet onto this show
ah,
and Steve be the loser and
okay,
getting slapped. That'd
gotcha.
be great.
I like it. Yeah, slap Steve. Um, all right, what did this make you nostalgic for?
I have no fucking idea.
Yeah.
I'm not nostalgic for any time I accidentally burnt myself with a curling iron or my
Hmm.
sister did.
Yeah. On
She
purpose.
burnt my she burnt my I don't know. I don't know.
Ow.
She burnt my ear once and I was like, "I'll learn how to use the curling iron."
Yeah, you're bad at this, or mean. One of the two.
One
Can't
of
tell.
the two.
Yeah, or both. Um, yeah. Um, yeah. I mean, I've already sort of talked about both of mine: burning my hand on the space heater and working at the Christmas tree lot. Like, you know, there.
Things you're probably not nostalgic for either.
Here's the thing about the Christmas tree lot. I liked it. Like, it was a fun thing to do. It usually went pretty quick. Sometimes it was really cold, and I
Mm.
did not enjoy that. The nights when it was cold and rainy, or snowing sideways, those were particularly difficult. Uh, but also, like, we would build a fire in a little fire pit,
Oh.
and you're just feeding the fire and you're warming your hands, and like, somebody usually brings beer, and so you're having a
Oh,
couple beers while
sweet.
you're doing this, and you're just helping people, and it gave me. I always enjoy customer service jobs where I get to do bits.
Of course.
So I would just do my bits. I would improv with the people who come up, which always made me happy. I had a good time.
There you go.
Um, so it was a fun volunteer thing, but I didn't have to do this year, and that was just fine with me. So, it's a mixed nostalgia. All right, who is your Steve Sanders Memorial worst person of the episode?
Steve.
Steve sucks.
Absolutely. Bitching about the lost party privileges and also, like, I know Griffin's an asshole and we don't like him, but dude,
Hmm.
putting your hands on someone around their neck,
Yeah,
it's too far.
yeah,
Um, Not how we need to solve this.
yeah,
Listen, if the whole keg house is going down in a fire, great, fine
yeah.
with
Burn it
that.
down. Sure.
Save months, get months
Yeah,
out.
justice for months.
Yeah, but no, that was a lot. Steve went too far.
Yeah.
And then,
Um,
like you said, 3 months.
I know. Oh, fucking
Fuck
asshole.
you.
Yeah. Um, you could give it to Ray.
Sure.
Um, he's a real asshole, like, the whole fucking time.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna go with Brandon for doing the least
that's fair.
and going to visit Emily 3 different times while his girlfriend is actively in pain recovering from burns. Fuck off, dude.
Yeah, he's doing that thing where, like, yeah, I don't doubt that you love Kelly. However, you are actively cheating on your loved one with someone else you love. And look,
While she's in the hospital,
like
dude.
they're saying this is why they have Emily come in. They bring Emily in to absolve him and it's like, "No, no. I don't it's you can love someone and still do something very wrong. Love does not excuse what you did."
Right. Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, Brandon does suck in this
Yeah.
episode.
I just ugh. So, yeah, Brandon. Um, could be Jim for not coming to the party.
No, Jim's fine. He was
Yeah,
probably off teaching a class about Meisner somewhere.
probably, yeah, or London. Shouts to James Eckhouse, who's doing that IRL. Um,
Yes, he is.
I so want it. Look, James Eckhouse, take your class to Yonkers,
I'll go into the city.
please. Okay, Manhattan, it's fine. Any of the boroughs, fine. Not Staten Island. Don't do that.
No. No
Unless they
one's
don't
gonna
want to
go
go.
there.
Unless they don't want to go that far, you got to ferry. Um, look, uh, I want more than anything for Leslie to have to take method acting classes from Jim Walsh. Can we please make that happen? Because that is a whole season worth of content for the show. So James Heckhouse, can you please do this for me?
I
Please?
would do it.
Yeah. I want to hear how painful this is for Leslie. Because it's going to be a mess.
Here's the thing. I'd like to believe in the same way we all like to believe we know celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to believe that James would not be the problem in this class.
No,
It's
but the method would be the problem in the class, and that's
no,
what you're going to have a problem with.
I mean,
It's the subject matter.
here's my problem, because I always say, like, I'm willing to listen. And then, of course, the other side of me is just like, no, it's awful. Get rid of it. I'm like,
Right. Burn it down.
even
Like a
though
lesbian house.
I'm really trying to believe there's some good in some of the things that have been co-opted by lesser people.
Yeah. So anyway, James Ackhouse, please.
Oh
For
my
me.
God.
For me.
This would be hysterical if this really happened.
I would love it so much. God, I would love it so much. All right, I think we did it.
I guess.
Yeah, we talked about some crispiness this episode. All right, join us here on Friday, Cheesemeisters, when we're going to watch something that's not fire or Christmas tree related, but it is related to injustice. And it's related to Mark Damon Espinosa, because we're going to watch The Fugitive, which you have not seen, I think. Is
Nope.
that correct? Yeah. God, this is a great movie. It is an action movie that is so fucking well done. You're just in for the whole ride.
Can't wait. I just
It's
know the
really,
part
really
you've
good.
talked about.
Yeah, that part's great. Also, when you're watching it, pay attention to how long the opening credits go.
Okay.
You're going to be like 10 minutes into the movie, and then a credit's going to pop up, and you're like, these are still happening? It's like, I noticed it the first time, and I notice it every time. So yeah, we're going to watch The Fugitive. And then join us here next week, Cheesemeisters, when we watch season 5, episode 15, Christmas Comes This Time Each Year. So it's Christmas time.
It sure
It's
does.
just Hanukkah. So some stuff goes on this Christmas. It's Donna's birthday.
I know Dylan holds a baby, holds Hannah.
Oh, there you go. You've seen the picture
Also,
of that.
I think Brandon totally forgot. I think Jason forgot the name of the baby because he just goes, okay, bye, baby.
Bye, baby. Bye, baby. Yep.
Boop.
Boop. It's fun to boop a baby's nose. It's fun to boop anybody's nose. That's
Yeah. I
yeah.
like booping the little puppy's nose.
Boop.
She hates it.
All right. So until then, Cheesemeisters.
Bye.
Bye.